Hello friends, this is Grisel's from Grisel's Case. Welcome to my kitchen, and in today's video is Wednesday. I'm excited. So there's a new recipe that I'm bringing, and the recipe for today is some Puerto Rican pastries, and they are called tornillos. Yes, tornillos is in English is the name for that is screws. And it's because the shape of the pastry, it looks like a screw. So, but the easiest way for me to say it is tornillos. So anyway, these pastries are filled with some Bavarian cream inside, and we also are gonna be making some quesitos. Quesitos is like a cheese pastry, and it's delicious. And it's a pastry filled with cream cheese. Super yummy, and I'm telling you, it's not as hard as maybe it seems out there when you see these pastries, and you don't need a whole lot of ingredients for this. So it's going to be super simple, super easy, and that's what I like to bring to you guys. Simple, easy recipes that you can make at home for you, for your friends and your family. So the ingredients that we are going to need is going to be these puff pastry sheets, and there's 2 of them, and you can find these in any grocery store. I actually found them in the Target grocery store yesterday. You also are going to need some Bavarian cream, and I'm going to leave the picture of how they look like. And it comes in a tube, and the only thing, I didn't buy them because it's like a big amount of Bavarian cream, and I don't need a whole lot, so I made my own. And in another video I can show you how to make the Bavarian cream from scratch, which is super easy, and it's only a few ingredients too. So I can do that in another video. So we also gonna need 1 egg for an egg wash. We're gonna need these tools, and these are not that expensive at all. There's 6 of them for only $2.99 at Bed Bath & Beyond. And it's called, this is a long name for this tool, this baking tool. I have to Google it so I can learn the name for that, and I have to read it. It's called tin-plated steel cream horns. So that's what these little things are called. So I was just gonna call the little cones, but that's the real name for that. And I'm gonna leave a link on the description box below for you to find them. And like I said, it's only $2.99 for 6 of them, and that's what I have. We also are going to need, for the quesitos, we're going to need cream cheese and powdered sugars besides all of the above that I mentioned. And anyway, just stay with me if you're interested to see this recipe. It's gonna be super yummy for you to make at home. And also, thank you for being with me. And if you're new and if you're interested in seeing any videos about recipes, it's all about baking. I'm not cooking any meals. It's just about sweets, desserts, yummy, easy recipes. And also I do tutorials on cake decorations. And if you're interested in any of that, just go ahead and subscribe. I will leave my subscribe button up here, and don't forget to give me the thumbs up if you like this video. And thank you, and let's go to the recipe. So here is the pastries. This is how they look like. There are actually 2 of them, like I mentioned before. And I'm gonna take some of the all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna place it on my mat. And the reason that I'm using the mat is because I don't want the pastries to stick to my counter. But I'm sure you can use the all-purpose flour directly on the counter, but I just want to use my mat today. And this is how it looks like. And then we are just gonna cut some strips with the pizza cutter. That's the easiest way for me to actually cut it. You can use a knife if you would like. And they should be not too thin, not too thick, but this is how they should be looking like. And then I'm gonna cut a few of them. And you just cut some strips like this. Not too thin, but not too wide either. So, and I use the pizza cutter because it's the easiest way for me. So I'm gonna try to do 6 first. And you can do with these puff pastries, you can actually do more pastries, but I didn't have the guava. I was gonna do the guava pastry, which is super easy to make. All you gotta do is basically cut some squares and let them puff on their own on the oven, and then fill them with guava. That will be another video. I honestly don't have the guava for that. Let me go and get the, we need the spray to spray the little horns. So I'm gonna go and get that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're gonna use the spray and spray the horns so they won't stick, the pastry puff won't stick, just a little bit. Otherwise they will not come off of the horn. Okay, we're gonna start from the tip, and then you're gonna overlap, just overlap. Just like this, and you can pull. It's kind of stretchy. My goodness, it's coming out of my hands because it's kind of slippery with the spray. You can overlap. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know. Just, it's gonna look pretty anyway, and it's gonna taste delicious anyway. So just like this, overlapping. All the way around. Then I'm just trying to push it down a little bit. And we are going to cover, let me just do it in here so I don't make a mess, the egg wash, and we are going to cover the whole entire tornillo so they don't open when they are baking in the oven and they don't separate. Sometimes it does happen, but it's not a big deal. Just like this. And here's my first tornillo. Look how pretty. And they're gonna look better when they're done. So. Okay, for the quesitos, what we're going to do, we're gonna cut, let me see, these are, we can do bigger ones. Maybe this big will work. Let's see. This one's not gonna be bigger. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're gonna take one of the squares. We're gonna take a little bit of egg wash, put it in the middle. We're gonna take one of the corners and put it over the egg wash. The egg wash, what it will do, it will secure the corners so it doesn't come out or come off. And then we're gonna take the opposite corner and we are going to put it on top of the other one, just overlap like this. And then take a little bit more egg wash and cover that, those two corners, so they don't come off. And just like this. Let's do it again. We're gonna put egg wash in the middle, take one corner, like this, put a little bit of more egg wash, take the opposite corner, and then take more egg wash and cover that. And this is how they look like. I'm gonna be putting them on the tray. They're ready to be baked. I'm gonna take another one. And press. Make sure you press in the middle, those corners, so they don't split or they open, you know? And you can make them different sizes. It doesn't have to be in a specific size. So that's what I didn't give you the exact measurements for these quesitos. You can make them smaller squares. If the smaller that you make the square, the small they will come out. And this one I made it bigger, so this I'm gonna get a big quesito. So if you want bigger ones, hey, go for it. Just do bigger, cut bigger squares. So that's the key for that. You just cut the squares as the size as you want your quesitos to be. There's not a specific size for that. Now we're going to bake this at 375 until they are golden brown, and I will let you know exactly the time when I bake them, how long it took in my oven, but all ovens are different, so I cannot tell you in a specific time frame for that, but it's just into their golden brown. But I will show you how they're supposed to look like and how long it took in my oven. Okay, so here are the quesitos and the tornillos. They came out of the oven. They look so pretty and they smell amazing. It took between 15 to 17 minutes, and one thing that I didn't mention is in your oven, you need to put the racks from your oven all the way up. So because if you leave them low in the bottom, they will burn underneath. So you try to put it as high as you can. And like I said, it took only 15 to 17 minutes, and they are golden brown, and they're so pretty, so pretty, so pretty. So we're gonna wait for them to cool off, and then once they cool off, then I will be filling them. Actually, I'm gonna show you now how to make the cream cheese filling for the quesitos, and then we're gonna go ahead and fill them up, and that was it. That's gonna be the last step, and then try them, of course. So here I want to show you how easy they come off from the little horns if you spray them really well, because sometimes I don't spray well and they do get stuck to the horn, but look how easy they come off, just like this. But that's why you need to make sure that you spray this really well, because they're metal and they just stick to the little horn. And look how beautiful they look. Look how nice. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. Perfect. It's a perfect tornillo. This one, it did separate a little bit, but it's okay. We will eat it anyway. And look how nice and perfect. It actually looks like a little horn from the unicorn. How cute. Perfect. Look, beautiful. And you see in the bottom, this is why you need to put them on all the way up in the oven, on the rack of the oven, because otherwise they will burn if you put it lower, and then they will not cook on top. But look, this is perfect. And the beautiful quesitos. Now we're going to do the filling for the quesitos. Okay, for the quesitos filling, I have cream cheese at room temperature, and I actually have half of the cream cheese first at room temperature, and then I noticed that I got a lot of the quesitos, so I have to take the other half and put it out, so I don't know if it's ready. Let me see. This one is kind of soft, but it's not completely. This one is more soft, but it's okay. And then we're gonna need some confectioner sugar, and this will be actually at your taste. If you like it really sweet, you add more. If you don't like it too sweet, then you will have to add the sugar, and then little by little taste it to see if it's good for you. I mean, if the flavor is there for you, the sugar is sweet enough for you. And then we're going to need, this is 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So here I'm using a whole entire cream cheese, 8 ounces. I'm using 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and then some sugar, confectioner sugar. So we'll see how much I will need. Still a little bit hard, the other half that I just took out. I'm gonna add the vanilla for flavor. I'm sure you can add maybe other flavors. I just always stick to the vanilla. Maybe you can add some almond, then a little bit of oops, it went too much, but it's okay. I will try it to see if it's too sweet or not. So, okay, so now for the quesitos, I have them here, they're already cold. We are going to fill them with the cream cheese mixture that I just show you how to make. And I'm gonna use my piping bag and a tip, and you don't have to. For me, it's easier to do it, and it actually looks super nice. And this tip is a 4B that I'm using, but I'm sure you can use any other tip that you want. So we're gonna fill the piping bag with the cream cheese filling. Let me see. It's too cold and it's gonna be a little bit hard for me to pipe, but it's gonna be fine. Let's try, and then place them on this pretty plate right here. So this is what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I'm just going to take piping bag and fill this with cream cheese on top. And look how pretty. Then we're going to take, I forgot to mention that, we are going to use some syrup to make the, for the glaze on top. Look at this. Whoa, this one is gonna be mine. Just like this. Now we're going to take, I'm going to show you the syrup that I'm going to be using for this. Okay, for the glaze on top of the quesitos, only for quesitos, okay? We are going to use the Cairo light corn syrup, or Caro, I don't know what is the pronunciation for that, Cairo or Caro. And I'm just going to pour a little bit of on this little bowl. It was on the fridge, so it's really cold and really thick. So we're gonna take a little bit of the syrup, and with a little brush we're gonna cover them with this delicious syrup, just like this. Look, and it looks super shiny and delicious. Okay, so the filling for my little horns or tornillos is the Bavarian Cream, like I said, and I made my own. So, but I will leave a link on the description box on where you can buy them. You can find them in Amazon. But like I said, it's gonna be like a big bag, and if you are not planning to make like a lot of these tornillos, then it's not gonna be worth it to buy it. But if you are, then it's good. But I will make, in another video, I will make this cream, and you can use this cream. The awesome about this delicious cream is that you can use it for any fillings. You can use it. I used it actually on a cake filling that somebody asked me for. That's what I decided to make the tornillos, because I didn't know what to do with the rest of the cream. And also you can use it for donuts filling. This is, oh my God, I'm sure it will be delicious with donuts. I want to make donuts one day too with you guys and make the filling for that. Anyway, I put my cream on this tip, and this is a 230 Wilton tip. It's a long tip. It's just gonna make everything easier to fill. So you take the little tornillo with the little tip and just fill it up all the way up like this. And look, just like that. So this will make it super, this is super easy to do it like this. Oops, I kind of overdid it. There we go. There, like that. I promise you, these are so worth it to make. Like, it takes a little bit of time, but is super yummy. I think I'm gonna need more cream. Let me just add some more. Let's add some more. Oops. It's kind of messy. Yummy. Okay, now for just the finish of the little tornillos, we're gonna take a little bit of confectioner sugar, and we're gonna cover these tornillos with confectioner sugar just to make them looking elegant and delicious and pretty. And here we go. This looks so delicious. And of course, I'm going to try one of each. Quesitos and tornillos. So now I'm going to try this. Look how pretty. I'm gonna try the tornillos, and I'm going to try a little tiny quesitos. I said I was gonna eat a big one, but no. I'm going to try these two. And I'm gonna cut the tornillos, and I'm gonna show you how it's inside. I already have my cup of coffee ready. And look at the cream inside. Super delicious. So I'm gonna try this too. Now is my favorite time, trying my own baking goods. So here's the tornillos. I cut it in pieces. So yummy. It's really puffy. So you can feel the layers of the pastry puff. So good. Very light, but crunchy at the same time. Now the quesitos, I cut it in half. It's so good. It's heaven. Perfect with coffee. I'm telling you, you have to try this recipe. It's super easy. It does take time to make, but it's completely worth it, honestly. Anyway, with those puff pastry sheets, you can try different baked goods. You can try maybe the guava pastry, you can do the tornillos, the quesitos, and I'm sure there's tons of things that you can do. And I actually love the ones that are filled with meat inside. I'm gonna try that, and I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna do a video on those because those are my favorite, the one with the ground beef inside. Anyway, thank you for staying with me today, and thank you for being part of my kitchen, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please give me the thumbs up. That will support my channel in a great way. And if you're new, and if you are interested in seeing any desserts, any cakes decorations, this is the channel for you, so go ahead and subscribe. And thank you for watching again, and come with me next time because you never know what I will be baking in my kitchen. Have a blessed day.